291941. Today I will be presenting the table of entities and activities for the payroll system of Busana Textiles Sendirian Berhad. This table outlines the key departments and their activities, ensuring a structured and accountable payroll system. First, the production supervisor initiates the process by handling employee requisitions and reviewing time cards, then forwarding job tickets to cost accounting. Next, the production manager takes over by approving these requisitions, maintaining personnel records, and ultimately distributing paychecks to the employees. Meanwhile, employees complete their part by filling out weekly time cards and job tickets, which form the basis for payroll calculations. After this, the payroll department processes all the information to create the payroll register and prepare paychecks for approval. Simultaneously, cost accounting tracks labor costs from the job tickets and sends summaries to payroll, while accounts payable verifies all payment data. Finally, General Ledger reconciles all records before cash disbursements approves and distributes the final payments. This step-by-step process ensures proper checks and balances across departments, with each entity playing a critical role in maintaining payroll accuracy and preventing fraud.
Let's begin with context diagram, which provide a high-level overview of the entire payroll system. At the center, we have a Busana textile payroll system itself, represented as a single process that interacts with several key external entities. The production supervisors submit employees' requisition form and approve time card into the system. The cost accounting department provides a crucial labor distribution summaries, while the production manager receives personnel action form and paycheck for distribution to employee. Finally, the bank receives payroll deposits into the impress account. This diagram clearly establishes the system boundaries and shows how information flows between the payroll system and external stakeholders.
My name is LOKE and my metric number is 291961. Now I will continue with the DFD that breaks down the payroll system into its core processes. The workflow begins with process 1.0, where employee records are initiated based on requisitions from the production supervisor. Process 2.0 handles the collections and verifications of time and job data from employees, with approved time cards moving forward and job tickets being sent to cost accounting department. Process 3.0 is where the payroll is prepared by combining employee records, time data, and labor cost information to generate paychecks and a payroll register. Process 4.0 involves verifications by account payables, where labor costs are reconciled with payroll data before process 5.0 updates the general ledger. Finally, process 6.0 handles the disbursement of funds, with paychecks being distributed via the production managers and the bulk deposits being sent to the bank.
Good day, Doctor. My name is CHEONG and my message number is 292062. I am presenting the payroll system flowchart for Busana Textiles Sendirian Berhad. I will start in the personnel department. The process begins with the production supervisor identify a need for a new employee and fills out an employee request form. Once approved, the production manager sets the pay rate and a new employee record is created. The personnel action is then prepared and sent to the payroll department. Next, in the production department, employees collect blank time cards at the start of each week. They record their working hour daily by punching in and out. At the end of the week, the time cards are collected, reviewed, and signed by the production supervisor. Meanwhile, each employee also fills out a job ticket whenever they started and stopped working on a specific task. These job tickets are used to track labor on different jobs and sent to the cost accounting department. In the cost accounting department, job tickets data is used to update the work in process account and generate a labor distribution summary. This summary is sent to the payroll department and is also stored as labor data for internal accounting records. With the time cards, personnel action form, and the labor distribution summary in hand, the payroll department begins payroll calculation. They produce the payroll register and prepare the paycheck. The register is used to update the employee records and is also sent to the account payable department. The account payable department reviews the payroll register and the labor distribution summary. They prepare a cash disbursement voucher and passport document to the general ledger department. Here, the voucher and register the reconcile, and the general ledger is updated accordingly. Finally, in the cash disbursement department, the manager review and authorize the paycheck. A single check for the total payroll is prepared and deposited into the payroll impress account. The individual paycheck are then given to the production manager and finally distribution to the employee.
Next, I'll discuss the internal control strengths in the payroll system of Busana Textiles Sdn Bhd. There are three key strengths of Busana Textiles payroll internal controls which help to mitigate risk and ensure payroll integrity. First of all, segregation of duties. Different departments handle different payroll tasks. For example, production department keeps track of time, while payroll department handles payments. This prevents fraud by ensuring no single employee controls the entire payroll process. Next, access control measures are in place. For instance, time cards are stored securely and employees must punch in or punch out via a time clock. This reduces tampering and ensures accurate work hour tracking. Last but not least, independent verification occurs when accounts payable department cross-checks payroll registers against labor summaries. This aided oversight prevents overpayments or ghost employees. In conclusion, these strengths, the segregation of duties, access control, and independent verification, create a complete payroll system that works properly. However, while the system is considered effective, there's still room for improvement, which will be explored in later sessions. That's all from me. Thank you.
There are several internal control weaknesses identified in the current payroll process. First, employees have unrestricted access to blank time cards. These cards are stored in the secure box, but workers are free to take them and fill in their name without any supervision. There is no monitoring or control over who takes the card or how many are taken, which open the door to fraudulent time reporting. Second, the company is still using a manual time recording system. Employees punch in and out, and this method heavily relies on employee honesty. It is prone to mistake and make it easier for body punching or occurs, as there is no automation or real-time tracking in place. Third, personnel records are kept solely in the production manager's office. This means the employees' files are not centralized and there is no proper access control. Such a setup increases the risk of data loss, unauthorized changes, or manipulation of records. Fourth, there is no independent review before paychecks are distributed. Once paychecks are signed by the cash disbursement manager, they are handed over the production manager for distribution. This creates an opportunity for unauthorized payment or the existence of ghost employees, since there is no verification against the payroll register. Lastly, payroll preparation is done manually by the payroll clerk. Wages, taxes, and deductions are calculated by hand without the use of payroll software. This significantly increases the risk of calculation errors and possibly fraud.
Now I will continue with the risk exposure. Several internal control weaknesses has created risk exposure that could seriously affect the payroll system. First, allowing employees to take blank time cards without supervisions increase the risk of time theft and falsifications of work hours, which may lead to overpayment. The use of a manual time recording system further adds to this risk, as it opens the door to errors and body punchings, where one employee is called in for another. In addition, storing all personal records thoroughly in the production manager's office raises the risk of unauthorized access or manipulations of sensitive data, such as changes to pay rates, or job status. The lack of independent review before paycheck distributions also poses a threat, as fraudulent payments of goods employees could go undetected without a second level of verifications. Finally, the manual preparations of payroll without the use of a proper payroll system increases the likelihood of calculations errors and fraud, as there is no automated checks or audit trail to ensure accuracies. Altogether, these exposures could lead to financial losses, compliance issues, and damage to employee trust.
Next, in this session of the presentation, I will be discussing such the internal control procedure to address the weaknesses identified in Busana Textiles and Berhad payroll system. The first weaknesses is that employee can take the blank time cards without supervision. This can lead to the body punching or falsified time records. To face this, I suggest issuing time cards under supervision. Only authorized personnel such as HR or supervision should distribute the cards. This helps ensure accountability and reduce the risk of employee taking multiple cards or clocking in for others. Next, the current system relies on manual time punching, which is prone to errors and manipulation. The recommended solution is to implement a biometric or electronic time tracking system. This system records attendance accurately and prevent body punching by using fingerprint or facial recognition. Additionally, they can integrate with payroll system for faster and more reliable processing. A third issue is that personnel records are kept only in the production manager office with no central or secure storage. The solution is to centralize personnel records in a secure HR database with access control. This allows for a better integrity, authorized access, regular backup, and protect against unauthorized access or loss of sensitive employee information. Another weakness is that paychecks are handed to the production manager for distribution without an independent check. To solve this, there should be an independent verification of the payroll before distribution. An individual outside the payroll or production team should review the payroll system to register to confirm the payroll are accurate and legitimate. This adds accountability and reduces the risk of payroll fraud. Finally, payroll is manually prepared using time card and personnel form. This increases the chance of calculation errors. The solution is to adopt computerized payroll software. This can automate wage, tax, and deduction calculation, minimize error, and offer audit trace. It also improves efficiency and ensures accurate, timely payments.